This is where we are. That is the backside of Mount Timpanogos. That's where I filmed The Air is Thin. In fact, that place right there that I'm zooming in on, that's a snowfield we hiked across. And then there's the peak. I think that's it. And we are in the quaking aspens doing some blade testing. Say hey to Sean, TMP'er.
Hey, TMP.
TMP Soldier Boy alumnus.
Still not in good shape.
Well, my hiking shape right now sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not in hiking shape.
Yeah.
We came up on motorcycles today, so I got moto gear on, and we found a perfect test tree. Check this out. Awesome. We have 3 blades we're going to test. I'll break each one out into an in-field review. Nothing special, but just getting down to the nitty-gritty of how we like it, how it performs. And we're going to start off with the Woods Pal. What do you think?
I like it.
You ever heard of it?
I've heard of it. I haven't played with it at all.
Okay, so let's fish that on out. Glove up, because we're going to get to work. What do you think the gun is today?
I'm gonna guess Glock 43.
That's a really good guess, actually. But it's a PF9.
PF9.
Yeah.
Nice. Still small. Still light.
Super light. I go for light when I'm on the bike. And a 43 comes along frequently.
Easy to carry.
Not anticipating needing it at all. Yeah, it chops great. Kind of like a hatchet, really, the Woodsman Pal. 1075 steel, I believe. Heat treated, of course. It's doing great. Look at that, dude. That chips out good. Yeah, this thing is great. Now it's going to have some disadvantages because of its flat, broad blade. It's basically like a slab-sided machete. So it's not a knife shape, so I don't know if I'd want to dress an elk out with this. You know, you could zip it open with that. It's a sickle portion, so you can use it as a gut hook. I'm sure you can make it work, but it's not ideal. This is mostly meant as a brush clearing tool. Survival tool. I think it was included in some survival kits in the Air Force for a while. Might still be. It wasn't in my kits. Really nice and sharp. So out of box, it has a nice sharp edge. See how it like just chisels there, Sean?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. And right down through the middle. The middle's always the tough part.
And I'm just kind of messing around with this. I mean, I can break it if I want.
It doubles as a hammer. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. It does. So you can whack stuff with it. Probably drive a stake, although it's not super thick steel, which I wouldn't want because then it's a lot heavier. So let's cut through this one right here. Basically the same one. This is really a good cutting surface here because it's stable. See how the wood's not moving? So up here, like we're hitting this limb,
Right.
It's absorbing your energy.
Right.
You want to really lock down your wood so you're not wasting calories. Here, I'm going to cut through this one so clear. Yep.
Nice.
That'll help out.
Oh yeah. The beast.
Nice chips right in the camera, huh? Sweet.
Nice.
You're up.
That's a good sized tree.
It's not
That's
bad.
a good sized limb.
We could fell a, I don't know, 12-inch tree with this,
Oh yeah.
but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Let's talk about splitting though. Like if you fall something and you want to like baton through it, And it's gonna have basically the same machete dynamics. In other words, it's just a flat piece of steel. There's no wedge effect at all. I don't think it'd be a good, you know, batoning.
Right, splitting capabilities.
You can do it, but I like a, you know, like a flat ground blade, like a cold steel Trailmaster or something.
Nice thick spine.
RTAC 2, yeah. Would I carry this on a motorcycle? It's kind of heavy, really. When I put fuel, survival supplies, clothing, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just do a pack saw and then probably like a Mora blade, something super light.
Right. Maybe like a Silky combined with a little...
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm not for sure I'm going to be using it.
Right.
So if I don't know if I'm going to be using it, then, you know, I carry less. So I go to the mobility side of the equation. Do you own a large survival knife?
I do.
Which one?
RTAC 2.
Sweet.
Yep. And I got a M-Tech knockoff of your favorite Trailmaster. It's not as thick, it's not as strong, but it's
That's what she said, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's been good. It's only 440 steel, and I can beat on it a decent amount, but it's not going to hold up the same way carbon steel would. But they're cheap. I got it for 1/10 of the price.
Maybe I'll put some links of all those favorite knives below.
Yeah, I like the RTAC. I like the Mora.
RTAC's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the standard sheath with it, or did you get a Kydex?
No, I got the standard sheath, and I haven't done the heat gun thing yet to shrink the sheath. It's
the liner.
Yeah, I mean that thing just flops right out. It's horrible.
It's dangerous.
But yeah, eventually I'll heat it up and melt it down a little bit, or maybe just get a custom Kydex because they are.
Chestnut Ridge has those customs for the Ontarios, and they're really excellent. I don't think they're that expensive either.
Yeah, and my favorite medium-sized blade is the Fall Niven A1, I think.
Oh yeah.
For a while, and it's
A1.
Oh, it's awesome.
Laminated stainless steel VG10.
Yeah, that one's strapped up every time I go out on the hike, and even a day hike. It's heavy, but it's not horrible. So
it's lighter than this.
Yeah.
By probably about 10 ounces. Well, not that much. By 6 maybe.
Yeah.
I forget the weight of it.
Lighter, a little bit shorter, but it's got some good heft. She's thick, but yeah, this thing really, I think, especially with the weight forward design, I think it's going to chop really well. I think it's gonna cut real well, and it's not horrible. It feels pretty good in hand.
The wood grips, I don't know if this is hickory, I think it is, but I wrapped it with athletic tape for more traction. Because it's slick without. So I'm either going to put skateboard tape or, in this case, athletic tape. It gives you just a little bit more.
It's got a little bit
grip
back
on
here,
it.
but not real comforting. So. All right.
There you go.
Nice.
I'm gonna come over here, clear. Stand by a second. Okay, hit it. Sweet.
I like it.
Kill this one right here, and then right here.
Cool. Good stable footing.
So these have gone up in price over the years. I think when I bought it was like 54 bucks. They're around $70, $80 now. Steel goes up, labor goes up, price goes up. Welcome to USA products.
Yeah.
Still worth it.
Yeah. That's inflation for you. Everything goes up.
And we're not going to demonstrate it here because we're not going to go through cutting a swath through the greenery. By the way, check out the wildflowers. That's cool. June. Awesome. Little beauty break in the knife review.
Like it.
But it'd be great for clearing brush, like weeds, flowers.
Maybe.
Oh, I didn't mean flowers. I meant weeds. Hey, check this eagle out, dude. See him over there?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can zoom in on him. There he is. See him? Right on cue. TNP knife review. He's just up there checking things out. It might be a big hawk. I can't really tell from this distance.
Nice day for some soaring.
Yep. Okay, dude. Take her away.
Here we go.
Nice cuts. That's good. Now further down, dude.
Get this one.
It's all right.
There we go.
So I'm sure we're going to hear from guys that do have the Woodsman's PAL, and they're going to love it. I know it's beloved throughout the outdoor community. It's been around, like it says, forever. Since 41 it's been produced.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if this would be a little bit on the short side for cutting your way through a bunch of brush. I haven't done a lot of bushwhacking out in thick jungle, but it seems like maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, they need to use a machete.
Just use a machete.
Yeah, but that's kind of, you know, a multi-tool in woodscraft. So it's a chopper, you can dig with it, it has a sickle for draw cuts and stripping stuff off.
Right.
I think it's a good compromise for what it is.
Right.
It also comes in a military version with a steel guard. I didn't get that one because it's just more weight. I didn't want it to be any heavier, and this one's just fine. This is my recommended model. It'd be a great addition to a bush plane survival kit up in Alaska if you can take the weight. It'd be a hard call whether I'd take that though or a large survival knife, like an RTAC or even something medium-sized.
Yeah.
Medium-sized survival knife, like your A1 would be perfect in that role, and it's stainless. This will rust. You're gonna have to, you know, bring a little can of oil with it.
Yeah. Maybe just a little bottle and one of those squeezies.
Yeah, that little can of WD I have over there works perfect. Until the valve breaks, and that usually happens at about 10,000 feet elevation.
Yeah. Or in the
which
cold.
has happened.
Yeah. You bust out the third and fourth one.
Yeah. One is none. Go deep, dude. So you feel up to just hacking that.
Just right here?
Yeah. Remember, just chisel. Try to make your cuts real precise and just notch it.
Yeah.
And you just work your way around the circumference on it.
This would be a challenge too, because that's almost as wide as the cutting swath there.
It's not bad. It does come in a leather sheath version if you want it. I like the nylon just for first cool. There you go. That was a good one right there. Safety. So cut like right here. So where you got your notch. Okay. You go wherever you got that narrow. Don't start another one up here because then you're making more work. So if you can, stay around this narrow waist you've cut it. So notch here, here, and try to bring this around.
Right on.
Pro tip.
Cool.
There you go. Just come over on my side. That's totally fine. Then I'll swap around. And those small axes are awesome, like the Vetterlings, Gransfors Brooks axes.
Not the little cheap ones from Walmart.
No, these are European quality axes that come out razor sharp. You can freaking shave with them. Yeah. Dude, between that and a small forest hatchet, it'd be a toss-up. I love those little axes. Yeah. Because here we don't really have a knife capability. Right. Unless we pair it again with a small blade, like a Mora, maybe, well, the Spyderco Fred Perrin would be perfect as a woods blade. Yeah. A SRK from Cold Steel. All the ones, just jump on my playlist. I've reviewed a ton of them. But if you pair that with that, then you're there. But it'd be interesting, you know, taking an axe versus this. The axe you can hammer with. Yeah. You can make like triggers for your wilderness traps. A little bit better than this. Oh yeah. I don't know. Yeah. And you can actually dress game with that axe as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. That would be great.
For all those chipmunks you're going to be eating out here.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Take her away, Shonster. There you go. Do it like angle. Angle it just a little bit more when you go into the wood, like a 45-degree angle, because you want to create those wood chips like that. 45-degree angle. Accuracy. And this is actually something that takes a little bit of practice. Oh, battery died, so we just swapped one out.
Oh,
there you go.
Ready. It's getting ready.
That chopped about as good as anything I've brought out here. The kukri by Cold Steel and the Nepalese kukris maybe a little bit better, but they're a lot heavier. So there's a nice cut with a Woodsman's PAL. Yeah. Okay, you ready for the next task?
Let's do it.
See, this is what I was talking about, how this is unsharpened, how it's kind of nice. Because you can soften and dig with it without ruining an edge. Also, you could use it in Arctic conditions to cut ice blocks, make a shelter. You'd have to have certain snow and ice conditions for that though. It's doing about like I thought it would. I don't need this lanyard actually for this. Someone's gonna come up here and go, that is an odd hole that an animal dug. It's like square.
We just hang a little teepee right here on this tree.
Yeah. There's a root right there. Dead wood. Yeah, it works about like I thought, which is to say, decent. You know, it's not a shovel, a Gerber, or a Glock tool is what I meant to say. That looks good. Totally. It's like a planer. It's got that really steep angle right here.
A nice place to hold on to up there.
Yep. Looking at this spine. I got a fire steel, but I'm not going to strike with it. I was just seeing how sharp this spine is for striking purposes. The short blade actually right here, that'll actually make it pretty easy to sharpen. It's a steep approach, as you can see. I'm not sure the degrees. I'm sure all the Woodsman pilot guys will tell you in the comments. But it's going to be an easy blade to sharpen. One, that it's carbon steel. Again, I think 1075. Yeah, that's cool. So you can obviously make fuzz sticks with it if you are so inclined. I usually don't waste my time with those. Just throw some trioxane out and do it the modern way. But you can, and you can ignite a fuzz stick with your flint and steel, which is cool. Yeah, I like this thing. It's a good blade. The interesting thing about this is that it hasn't been changed. So I think if it didn't work, they would have changed the design and updated it, which you see a lot in the knife community. They'll go, well, that didn't work.
Even when it works great, they update it.
To make it different and more attractive,
resell.
For selling.
Yeah.
This, I think they got it right off the bat. I like the sickle. I like that it's US. I didn't notice any vibration in the handle either, did you?
No, it was smooth, very smooth.
That's interesting because we've tested some other knives like the Buck Hoodlum. They'll have a hollowed out handle and some interesting approaches to mitigate vibration. This, there's none at all.
Yeah.
With a wood handle.
It's very smooth, very smooth. I think the design and the stiffness of the metal seems to help a lot.
And there's some flexibility in this though, because it's basically, you know, machete width. You know, it flexes, you can see that. It's basically spring steel, tempered spring steel.
Oh yeah.
Works good, huh?
Oh yeah, I like that.
It's like a planer. Some of those other survival knives, the bigger ones, you know, they'll get up there in price, $150. Some of those scrapyard knives I've reviewed, $200. That's without a sheath. This is going to be a lot less than that, though. $75. Another thing you could do is integrate it into a truck kit, a vehicle kit, survival kit. I'd love to build a shelter with this. It'd work great for just like lopping limbs.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't even need a saw with this.
Nope.
For smaller ones. If I'm doing stuff like that, I want a saw. I don't want to chop through that Woodsman's PAL axe. It's a waste of energy.
So would your small silky be enough to get through this big boy?
That silky is fine, but the edge spines, you want something that's tight on both ends, like a saw viver, which by the way, here's coming back.
Nice.
Maybe a Wyoming saw.
Yeah.
Those other ones I reviewed. The Boreal. Boreal is good.
I was bummed to hear the saw fiber was going away, so it's good they're bringing it back.
Did you ever buy one?
I didn't. That's why I was bummed.
I hear it's coming back, and it still is the lightest weight. That Boreal 21 that I reviewed is excellent. It's good, but it's a little bit heavier.
Yeah. I was thinking about picking up one of those Wyomings, but maybe I'll just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, see. Links below. This is the Woodsman's PAL with Sean the TMPer. We're liking it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great blade. It's great. It's holding up really well. I mean, all the cutting we've been doing, and I don't see any dings on the blade at all. And no vibration. It hacks well, a lot of weight forward. Love it.
Maybe we'll take it out to the knife graveyard and see how it does.
There you go.
Nutnfancy project in the mountains. Get out and adventure. See ya.